Hello, good morning, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dr.Favour, former Chukwu, and by God's grace, I have a PhD in guidance and counseling with psychology from the University of Lagos 13 years ago. I was called to the Ministry of Health and Wellness by the Lord God Almighty in 2017. If you are watching for the first time, this is Dr. Favour's YouTube channel. You can always subscribe to get our videos as when we post them. This morning, I want to do a short video on how a cardiologist in LUTH saved me from high blood pressure. I'll give a little background of how it started, how I met her, and the things she told me to do, which I did. I am doing this video because there was a post I made on some platforms about a particular video. And I told people that I am not endorsing that product. I didn't even see the product. But if people want to come out of high blood pressure naturally, I can tell them. So as a result of that, many people reached out to me. So instead of answering them one-on-one or one by one, I decided to do this video so that they can keep it. They can also go to my YouTube channel, Dr.Favour, to watch. Yes. In 2013, there was a program we held at the redemption camp of the Redeemed Christian Church of God. And in that program, I remembered at a point I was having constant headache. This place was pounding. So I told the leader there that I needed to go and rest. He said I shouldn't rest because it was an international conference and many people were coming from outside Nigeria. And I was one of the key leaders there. So I couldn't sleep. After a few days, I went to the conference nurse, the medical team. I told them that something is not right with my body. They checked me. They found out that my BP was high. And then it was 140/85. So when I complained, the nurse told me it was the conference stress, that it will go down. After the conference, I still noticed that I couldn't breathe well. And every night it's as if something is pressing me on my chest area. So I had to go and check my BP again. Then it has risen to 150/90. So I told my friend, that night I had to call up my brother. He prayed for me, but then I knew that I must get medical attention. So the next day, it was a Salah holiday. When I checked it, the pharmacist, I went to his pharmacy shop, gave me some drugs. The following day, I went to Rando Hospital. If you live in Lagos and in Sulere, you know Rando Specialist Hospital. Rando General Hospital, not Specialist, General Hospital. So when I went there, the nurse that took my vitals asked me, she said, let me say it the way, beautiful woman, why are you having this kind of pressure, blood pressure? What is happening? What are you thinking about? I just said, I don't know. Then I later met the doctor. So the doctor saw the vitals. She sent me to do a chest X-ray. She sent me to her preferred place to do it. So I went, I did it, returned with the film. She looked at it and said to me, your heart is enlarged. You have to go back and do ECG. She sent me back there with another reference paper. So I went, I did it, and I came back, I gave her. When she saw the result, she told me she couldn't interpret it, that she has to refer me to LUTH. That was my journey to LUTH. So I called up my cousin, Mrs. Nneko Kudo. She's from my place. She said, nurse there. I told her, this is what the doctor at Randall told me. And she told me, yes, they have outpatient department on Tuesdays and Fridays, that people need people there are many. I should come as early as 5 a.m. Say 5? She helped me to secure a number. I was number 9. But when I came around 7, everywhere was filled up. And when it was my turn, the cardiologist ordered for, because the doctor I met at Randall told me to go, if I could go within 2 weeks, I should go with the results, all the results. Meanwhile, they gave me drugs for the high blood pressure. So when I went, the cardiologist ordered for a repeat ECG from LUTH, and they did the ECG. So she held the 2 results in her hands this way. She held the one I did in Randall General Hospital, and she held the one I did in their own hospital this way. So after looking at the results, she said to me, because she saw my name, she said, Dr. Nwolisa, why do you want to die? I said, me, I don't want to die. Die, go where? I don't want to die. So she said to me, the result I'm looking at, if you don't do something drastic, you have to be intentional, and the action must be drastic. You will be on this high blood pressure drugs, because I went with all my drugs. You will be on the high blood pressure drugs for life, or if you do what I will ask you to do, take it from me, in the next 14 days, you won't have need for these drugs anymore. Because at that point, she said I was at the borderline. Then it was 152.95. I told her, I just asked her, I have tried. What must I do? And that's the reason of this video. So if you are battling with high blood pressure, you may need to pay attention very well. Once again, my name is Dr.Favour. I have a PhD in guidance and counseling with psychology from the University of Lagos 30 years ago. And I was called to the Ministry of Health and Wellness in 2017. I'm a certified wellness coach. I'm a facilitator at National Open University, and I am a minister of the gospel. I'm the president of Healthy Race Ministry International. Now, she said to me, first, bring down your weight. That my weight is like she asked me, do you know a Volkswagen car? I said, yes, ma'am. She asked me, do you know a trailer? She said, the weight, the pressure on my heart is like the Volkswagen, but I'm giving it the load of a trailer. That's how she explained it to me. She asked me, do you know a Papa Wolf? I said, yes, ma'am. She said, you see those trailers with big load. She said, that kind of load that shouldn't be on the Volkswagen Beetle is what you are giving, the pressure you are giving your heart. She said to me, the heart produces 2 things, sodium and potassium. That whenever the sodium content is higher than the potassium, you will always, there will be pressure in your blood. in your blood. There will be pressure in the measurements. She asked me, do you have measuring high BP monitor? I said no. She said anybody that's above 35 should always keep it at home. Anytime you are feeling funny, you check it, because your body speaks. And because people don't pay attention to what their body is saying to them, that's why they can go out, they slump, and they die. She said to me, number one, bring down your weight, because my weight was about 120. She said, no, about 100. She said I must bring it down to about 75, at most 80. So I asked her, what do I do to do that? Then she gave me these tips I'm about to share with you. Remember, this is Dr. Favour's YouTube channel. You can subscribe for other films, other videos, and we have many videos which could be of help to you. Number one, she said, throw away salt from your diet. No, the normal salt. No. That when they bring patients to them and the blood pressure is so high, what they usually do is to tell the people in the kitchen to do saltless food for those people. And when they do it, 3-4 days, the BP will come down. That salt is an enemy to your heart. Salt. But if I must use salt, I should go and look for sea salt or Himalayan salt. Some call it rock salt. That at that level, that sea salt, all the nutrients that God put in. Sorry, I don't know why the video went off, but let's continue. So she said to me, anytime you are eating and you taste the food with the tip of your tongue and it's salted, that food is over salted. I should not eat it. I said, anytime, she said, anytime I taste the food with the tip of my tongue and it's already salted, I shouldn't eat the food, that the food is over salted. Then the second thing she told me, sorry about this interruption. She told me to always make sure that when I put salt in my food, I shouldn't add anything like seasonings. Anything, the cube, I don't want to call the names because they have brands, that I should always cook only with iru, ogiribo, dawa, the local herbs, that there is something they add in the seasonings that is an enemy to your heart. That if I adhere to what she's telling me and pay attention, that she will give me 14 days, and she threw away all those drugs. She also said to me to run away from anything made with white flour. White flour, maybe buns, donuts, egg roll, pastries. She also told me to stop doing pizzas, fries, all those, that they are not good for the heart. She then told me to also do what we call portion control, that I rather eat food 10 times in a day, but eat smaller portions per time, rather than saying I've not eaten, then I eat one big plate of meal. That is not okay. She told me to jettison junk food. I was just writing. She gave me A4 paper. I was writing. She told me there is no law that says you must eat 3 times a day. You can eat 7 times a day, but make sure that what you are eating, they are small per time. Then she also told me, because at that stage, I was about 47, she told me to stop eating red meat. That if I must eat it, it must be sparingly. And anytime I want to eat chicken, I must skin it. That's the part of the chicken, the back. I should remove it. She also said to me, you need to do regular exercise. I tell people it's not about the intensity of the exercise, it's about the consistency, because that's what she told me. She told me at least I must be doing exercise 4 to 5 times every week. That exercising doesn't mean I have to go to gym. I can walk in my neighborhood, can walk inside my house, depending on the space around me. That walking will affect your whole body from head to your toes. And when you are walking, the muscles are strengthened. Your legs, you walk with good sneakers. She told me walking to market under stressful condition is not exercise. It's not exercise. I should do regular exercise, be intentional. Then she said to me, watch the triggers. So I asked her, what are the triggers? She said there are life will throw certain things you don't want to you. But it is your responsibility to choose how you respond to those issues. People that know me personally on a very close range, they know that I am intentional about my mental health. When something happens, the first question I will ask myself, like the cardiologist told me, what can I do in this situation? And the moment I know I can't do much, I'll begin to condition myself to accept that situation so that it doesn't go beyond where I can control. So she told me to watch the triggers, especially something that has to do with anger, grief, hurt, and trauma, that I should watch it. She told me to guard my mental health jealously. Then she said I should go and look for the following. I didn't know, I have not even heard of these things before then. She said I should go and look for turmeric. Turmeric. I later found out that turmeric is a superfood and is anti-inflammatory food. You can Google it. She told me to look for black pepper. Then she told me also to look for cinnamon, that these are things I should be using if I want to take tea. I shouldn't be drinking the normal, I don't want to call the names that we used to take. Then she told me again to start cooking with herbs. Because when she told me to jettison seasonings, I told her the food will not be tasty. She asked me, your great-grandmother, your grandmother, do they use those things? Was not their food tasting well? I said, yes, ma'am. She said, okay, don't use seasonings of any sort. Seasonings, I don't mean curry or basil or bay leaves. No, those are the ones she said that they are good. Then she told me not to drink anything in bottle that is not water. If you are close to me, many places you see me with a bottle of water. Because anytime you're thirsty, your body is already dehydrated. And one of the things that the body, both the heart, the liver, the kidneys, they don't want is to be dehydrated. She told me to stop taking alcohol of any type. I told her I don't even take alcohol. She also said you don't smoke. That smoking is like putting a coal on your lap and you feel it will not burn you. Lastly, she said to me, jettison animal products, go to plant-based products. Example, milk. Many of us, we do so many meals, just do it, we don't watch yourself. So she told me any milk I must drink, I must make sure it has it's plant-based. And then lastly, but not the least, she told me to always pray. That prayer does a whole lot. That if you can pray, there is God to answer you. So I think from what I've shared with us, you will make meaning out of it. These are the things she told me, and I adhered to it. And on the 80th day, I found out that my BP has normalized, 128, 120/79. At times it goes 110/70. From that day till today, I have not taken a pill. Does that mean that my blood pressure doesn't go up? No, at times it goes up. When I'm overly excited about something, it goes up. But I know what to do to bring it down. She told me also that rest is very critical. Many of us don't rest. You think that you want to rest, you are lazy. That this body repairs itself only while at rest. And that I heard it from her for the first time, that every drug is a potential poison. That what drugs will do is to begin to affect your liver, begin to affect your kidneys. That many of her colleagues will not tell me what she's telling me, that she don't even know, that she just saw me, because when she saw doctor, she thought I'm a medical doctor. So she asked me my area of specialization. I told her, I'm an academic doctor. She said, you study book. Now, why do you want to die? And from that day to today, when my blood pressure goes up, the first thing I do is to rest. No matter who called the meeting, no matter what that meeting is for, I can always delegate it. Because I tell you the truth, if you have all the money in the world and you don't have good health, you don't have anything. The prayer point of a sick man is just one. Oh God, make me healthy, make me well. It is when you are well that you begin to think of buying car, building house, doing this. So I sincerely thank you for your time. I hope as many of you that requested for this, for what the cardiology is, see, it's simple. Salvation is simple. And that's why people mess up, mess around, thinking that should be just to get born again. Please take care of your health. Your health is your greatest investment. You may have 100 buildings, 1 million acres of land, but if you're not healthy, they don't have any meaning to you. Thank you so very much. My name is Molisa Afoma Chukwu Ni Mbakwe. I have a PhD in guidance and counseling from the University of Lagos 30 years ago, and I was called to the Ministry of Health and Wellness. You can also follow me on my Facebook page, Afoma Molisa, and then make sure you subscribe to my YouTube page, to my YouTube channel, Dr.Favour Afoma Molisa. God bless you and do have a fantastic day. Love you. Bye.